Dude, I cannot wait to climb again. I cannot wait to take the game seriously again. It's going to be so awesome. All right, what memes can we make Voone do in this game? Demon Dragon, Mech, Naga, and Quillbor. Every Coomer in the world? Okay. Quillbor comp? All 3 little pigs? That'd be pretty good. 6 golden Charlies. You tend to not dupe the 6 stars. That one tends to be a little bit out of range. Bofur, I was told you were guaranteed quitting as of next patch. True. People definitely wouldn't take things out of context. I did say that if next patch is a flop, I think it kills Hearthstone. I think it's already on the precipice with the downward trend. We're dropping below 10k average viewers in Hearthstone nowadays. You got like one more patch to get it right. And the context of that statement before was, if Hearthstone dies, I probably stop. Probably stop streaming. Isn't worth it to build back from scratch. Look at it, it's glorious. Good call switching the Bofur for the memes. Playing this meta for rating sucks. I'm keeping my sanity. I'm streaming limited hours between now and patch. And I'm gearing up to do another rank 1 season. It's been a minute since we did it. Took Lubber meta seriously, and that was a ton of fun. I like what I'm seeing about the leakers out there. I'm excited to see another season through with a new meta and not a repeat of the old meta. It's actually insane to think that we have played, for the last 10 months, we have had one genuine change to the game that was like a major change to the game. Like, major new thing added. And that was spells added with Lubber meta. We had like the last 2 months of Anomaly meta, followed by Lubber meta, which was the good one, and then repetition ever since. Oof. Did you just get double? Oh, you got just one big banana, one regular banana, and a backstage security ends up being that many stats? Never mind. Hero disparity feels pretty big in buddy meta to me. That's my opinion. Yeah, good opinion. It's a fair opinion. I think it's one of the lowest that's ever been. But it's definitely not one of the lowest when it comes to fun. Buddy meta is just like, it's not fun to play if you're not doing silly shit. So with new things coming out every 10 months, how are you going to keep the game entertaining for so long? Well, they usually come out every 4 months. And then there's a big shakeup patch every 2 months. And that cycle that they've done for like the first 3 years of the game was pretty good. It was good cadence. It kept people entertained. Pair that with lobby legends and some competitive brackets and all that kind of stuff. Some tourneys here and there. Kept people very entertained. Nowadays, we lost the competitive side of the scene. And then they did 2 like standard changes, like base game line changes. You know, adding spells and revamping all the minions. And just brought back old metas for the second half of those 2 seasons. And you've seen what's happened to the entire, like, the Twitch and YouTube base for Hearthstone. It may not be fully reflective of the player base, but not great. Not great nonetheless. Not ideal. Well, looks like it's Buddy next turn, and then buy something. It's kind of an awkward eat. Might be able to get away with not using it. Just hope that we get something better next turn. If we lose the round, it sucks, though, because we have to go get Buddy. I think we just have to do it anyway. I think BGs have been around long enough for next season to be classic BGs. Just revamp, just do like the World of Warcraft thing. Just be like, fuck it. We're going back to stage 1. Nah. Pass on that one. There's always room for a new meta. There's always money in the banana stand. Bran Khadgar cat meta. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Go back to that day. Awkward. Well, I need the level if I'm going to buy up a decent minion for this dupe turn. Alternatively, I could do this and double level, but I don't have a minion in my hand, which kind of sucks when you get both of these triggering on the same turn. Sounds poor, actually. I'd love to not be able to have 10 gold again. There have been a lot of good improvements to the game. Not being able to go over 10 gold was kind of a super awkward mechanic to work around. There were a lot of good changes for the game. Going way back in time, especially like the early first year or two, when they were still learning from very basic things. Like shit, we had 4 tribes at the beginning of the game, and scaling basically didn't exist. Yeah, I'm going to argue not going back to that time period. That was not ideal. All right, tie. The fuck was this? What? Guys, I want to play the lobby. Stop conceding. Guys, it could be a golden Terracosa, and we have a trickster already. This isn't memes, you're memes. This is a real strat. I got a way to scale my trickster over here, and I've got myself a golden Terracosa. And then we go up and we get Baron, and then we somehow go back in time to 2021 when this was a good composition. Lightfang being OP, imagine going back to a meta where Lightfang was good. Like, imagine going back in time. Like, if they added Lightfang back to the game right now, imagine how bad that would be. Lightfang, for people that didn't play in the early days, was a card that read neutral 2/2. At the end of every turn, give your minions 1 minion of each type plus 2/2. At one point, it got changed to 2/1 and moved down to Tavern 4 and, you know, a few other fluctuations. It was a tier 5. Yeah, true. I forgot to even mention that. This is like playing at high MMR. Stays low Tavern tier, forces big taunt. Does 15 damage mid-game, gives up late game. I don't like this. On the other hand, that's kind of cute. Maybe it's Bran. Wait a second. Are we pigs? Wait a second. I don't have Rylak in the game, so like it doesn't make a ton of sense to try to force this. Bro, I prayed for this moment. You were the one. You made this happen. I prayed for this. So like this is a good card. For Golden Trickster, I suppose, is the reason I'd want it. We have very few death rattles in this lobby. Interesting. Whoa. Anyway. Those are garbage. I'm not putting 1s on the board. Boo. This is value traded. Should have swapped those two. If I had somehow known. Yeah, no. That's not the way that combat's supposed to go. We're going to be something, I don't know what, but we're going to be something. Hey, Drakkari can make a lot of stuff happen. What if it's Golden Promo Drake too? That's a lot of health. Kind of like the shot at the triple here, but I think I'd rather have the minion that I keep on the board for this. Yeah, like that stuff. Piper it is. I'll take it. I mean, Golden Piper with Quillbore stuff could be pretty good. Go for the health line. Yeah, health line's not bad either. The Terragoose is gonna carry, guys. Just trust. You just gotta believe in the Terragoose. So you could play Piper on the board and then go for like the Golden Taunt Giver. Kind of sucks that you don't have Taunt on the Trickster for the turn. It also sucks that like you only get to play it once. It's not like you play all of the battle cries and then triple it. I don't want to be a Bach board. It's a Golden Kali pivot? What is this? I don't know. It's something, I'll tell you what. It's a lot of Kalis. But what if it's a lot of Charlies instead? That's gotta be way more fun. Quillbore and Shop, yeah, it's way more fun. Bongo? Problem with Bongo is that you don't have a bunch of hand space. We got enough to do at least a little bit, right? We really need this to die. It's griefing me. Not really griefing per se at this point, but I can only really make use of one thing putting blood gems in my hand. What if it's all Charlies? Nice. This little fucker not dying is awesome. Or this little fucker dying is awesome. Mm-hmm. That was annoyingly bad. That's 15, where it shouldn't be 15. Well, it's 14, I suppose. Just still on 3, man. This meta is just something else. You said you don't usually dupe tier 6s a couple minutes ago? True. But you also don't usually get Drakkari, which is the only reason why it's possible. Typically, you don't dupe tier 6s. In this scenario, we're duping tier 6s. It's an atypical game, I'll tell you what. Sell Dragon? You sell like almost the whole board. One of these things is definitely not making the cut. For one turn, that makes sense. And then after that point, it's a question of like, what else doesn't make the cut? One part that's annoying about playing Charlie is that we don't have another Charlie. It's a pokey. Should roll the board. Wow, that took forever. Why did that take so long to roll? So, like, I get Golden Charlie here, but if I want to play the Golden Charlie, I don't have it for the next turn. But it may just be too late to be trying to hold anything more than this. Being at 15 health and all. What I'm saying is, you get Golden Charlie, but if you want to play Golden Charlie next turn we dupe with both Alkali and the hero power. I don't have a minion from my hand. You have an extra Charlie? Oh, you're right. I do have an extra Charlie. Well, I'm just speaking nonsense, okay? I'm just speaking gibberish. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes the words that come out of my mouth don't make sense. Sometimes it do be that way. What do we get, 5 this turn? Great, I suppose. What if it's more scaling? That's boring and lame. Why not? I mean, why not? This is just going to go next turn as I put down the board full of Charlie's line and GG. How big are gems? What, 5/7s? Yeah, 5/7s. They're pretty good. 1, 2. Oh, it's next turn for the other one, but still. We put down the next Charlie, and then the game ends. For some reason, I thought this was on this turn, too. I'm just high this game. Just high, man. Look at that board. Ah, we didn't one-shot him from 37. That's just too bad. What if we just find another Charlie, you know? That'd be pretty good. Hear me out. What if the last minion is 3 little pigs? I mean, we don't have the space. We'd have such a little board. Piper can go. Yeah, but like, does it really make your board better? No, it's kind of throwing, but it's also kind of funny, and kind of a fan of a little bit funny. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I would dupe a blood gem first. It's pretty cute and all, but it really doesn't make sense. After you scale this much on this board, you're not dropping pigs next board. You're just going to take Golden Ragoog, and if you really want the last pig, you could throw it on the board, but like, look at what you're selling. I really don't argue I do that. If I had one minion on this board, that wasn't worthwhile, though. So you got to keep a worse minion, worse scaling for that turn so that you can get pigs for next turn. Yeah, I don't buy it. But maybe we'll just put one little pig on the board at the end. Bigger pig, better pig. True. always been pokey. I mean, a little awkward on the amount of gold, but as long as Bob's got our back. This is bullshit. Give me the spell again. It was not. They're beautiful. I mean, you kind of have to do the pig at the end. Just so you can say you did the pig. All right. GG easy. We dream it, we meme it. Yeah, I'm not convinced that you throw the game like that against the board that was pretty big, because that was a brand board, right? Like, that's the guy you have to beat. This board isn't scary. The last guy was strong, and playing for the pigs is just like, it just ain't the same. Look at that board. 700 health on multiple minions on turn 13. Yeah. Voone's great at memeing, man. This hero is like the best memer out of all of them. You do the dumbest shit, you do something a bunch of times, makes a crazy boy losing our bonus. We're conceding too many games. Our bonus is gone at 5.5k, eh? First, eighth. Oh, it's hilarious. Yep. All gains. Nala Lantern Tender. Dupe a billion Charlies. That was a good game. It's fun shit.